Hello lovely people, welcome back to another one of my reaction videos. We are gonna be reacting to the entire first saga, but the animations, because I have listened to all of these songs already. I have not yet watched the animations. I'm very excited for Just a Man, because that's one of my favorite songs. I actually, before I even knew what Epic was, I was listening to that song on repeat. And this is gonna sound real stupid, and I want to apologize because now I know better and I absolutely adore Epic. But at first, because of the cover, I thought it was a horse movie. Like, I got Trojan horse there. Like, I thought it would be a freaking movie. Like, it was a song from like a horse musical movie or something, when I specifically just liked that song. I don't know why. It's very stupid. Now I know better. I didn't even know what Just a Man was about. I just listened to it all the time, would imagine all of my own OCs and like D&D characters acting it out without even knowing where it was from. Now I do. I love all of this, all of the albums, all of the sagas. I adore the entire musical. I don't know where my head was at that moment. So I'm very excited to actually see these animations for like the first saga. I know this is also going to be the first video if you're actually gonna watch the entire playlist of me reacting to this. Anyways, if you're new here, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Like, I am just starting out. I am very happy with all of the people that actually already subbed to me. Thank you all so much. Very happy to have you all around. And thank you all so much for the support on this series. If you have any recommendations of anything else I should react to, please leave it down below in the comments. And please show support to all of the actual original artists. I have grabbed like an animation that I thought looked interesting for all of these. I have picked them kind of at random because I'm not familiar with the artists. Very excited to do this reaction vid. Normally I start these videos off where I actually have a drink and I am saying like, please hydrate, please, you know. Right now I do not have a drink for myself. I promise you, after this video I am going into my kitchen and I'm gonna drink some water. But please get comfortable, get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, care for yourself, you know, while we watch this together. And I hope you enjoy this journey with me. I am gonna be pausing the videos a whole lot. Telling you all of my thoughts during them. They might be random, they might be not even relevant. I hope you enjoy my reactions, but if you want to watch the videos just in their, you know, as they are, completely respect that. They'll be in the description, like I said. And you know, let's get started on the first song, The Horse and the Infant. I now love this song. The first saga is one of the sagas I've actually listened to the least, except for Just a Man. I don't know why. No, the Ocean Saga I listened to the least, except for Ruthlessness. And then for the second, this is the one I listened to the least as well. I don't know why. But maybe watching this and like being actually able to picture it all will actually change my mind. And make me listen to these more. I know the Ocean Saga, I have been listening to that one on repeat after actually reacting to those. So maybe this will help. Very excited. Anyways, let's just get started. I have tried matching the background to the album again. I hope you like it. Let's go.
Alright, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay. 10 years of war, they killed us slowly. But now we'll be...
I love that it actually starts inside the horse. Also, the horse on the cover is why I thought it would be a horse movie at first. I don't know, man. I was stupid, but like, I like this.
The ones who slay.
Whenever he says slay, I'm just picturing like slay. I don't know why.
Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been.
You're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again.
Yes, sir. Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the yards. Menelaus.
That was a big guy.
Made through the gates to take the whole city at large. Chooser will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back.
Little Ajax! How old was he at that time? That was adorable. I love that they're showing everyone and like the entire plan and stuff.
Esther, secure Helen and protect her. Leo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector. Yes, sir.
Jeez, I need to read up on all these stories, man.
Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself.
Was that Athena handing him his helmet?
What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for? Penelope.
There she is! Oh, look at her! She's so beautiful!
Penelope and Telemachus.
Listen, Odie is one lucky man, man. Well, he isn't. If you see all of the other sagas, he's not really a lucky man. But when it comes to his wife, he is one lucky man.
I fight for us. I fight for us. Penelope. Telemachus. I'm on my way. Attack!
I also feel like the fact that here already he's more like crying out to Penelope than like Telemachus and stuff. He's like, Penelope, like repeating her name over and over. Of course he's not really met his son yet or really seen him a lot, but like he loves Penelope so much. Ah.
Who was that?
A vision of what is to come.
The way Zeus sounds so far away in this one, and then later with Thunderbringer he's more up close and personal. I love. I also always just imagined him being struck down by lightning just to see that vision. I don't know why. Not being slain by like a random man, but that was also cool.
Cannot be outrun, can only be dealt with right here and now.
Show me how. I don't think you're ready. His voice.
A mission
To kill someone's son.
A foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
Really here as well? Why do I keep tearing up at these things? Like at all these animations. I can't. Look at that baby. That's a freaking baby. Like I said in the last episode, I would never be able to drop a child. I would never. Like even if they would kill me later on, I would raise them as my own.
It's just an infant. It's just a boy. What sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid?
This is the son of none other than Troy's very own Prince Hector. Know that he...
Who was this kid's mother? Was that Helen? I'm so confused. I really need to read up on that.
Grow from a boy to an avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you don't end him now...
Also the fact that you'd have to picture like one of the most innocent things ever, like a baby. You would have to picture that as this brutal murderer, like as a monster in your head, just to be able to just justify what he's about to do, what he has to do. Like a baby is the epitome of like innocence. How are you?
Now you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to. You can say goodbye to.
I could raise him as my
Like the fact that he's so willing to just raise this kid as his own, like the son of one of his biggest enemies, just shows how much heart Odysseus actually has. And he doesn't have a choice. Don't get me wrong, like the gods literally say like he will burn your house down, or like the gods will tell him later on. Like there's no way that he's not gonna turn into this avenger, but like my heart would burn so much. I would not be able to ever forgive myself for that, and I feel like Odysseus also isn't. I have cried so much over this very baby. The way he's looking up at him, like he's literally holding him. He's probably thinking about Telemachus. Oh, like I'd rather bleed for you. Like I would rather be hurt than hurt you. I'm gonna cry. I've also seen like on TikTok people who had cannoned that Hector would play this game with his son, where he would, you know, like dads do, like throw them up in the air and catch them every time. And then I believe someone said that the kid wasn't crying. We don't hear the kid cry during the songs or anything, because at some point Odysseus had to like throw them off the cliff, and he made the same motion, and the baby saw like their father's dead body, you know, beneath him, and expected his dad to catch him, and that was why the child was not scared. And that had me fucked up for days. Like I cried about that so hard. You can ask my boyfriend. I could not stop freaking crying about that. I could never. Literally, like, oh, this is the will of the god.
Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
Look at that freaking baby.
The blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is who.
Like you'll never be able to not have the blood on your hands. All you can choose is whose. Like, do you want your wife's blood on your hands because you didn't, and like Telemachus and maybe your whole kingdom because you couldn't throw one baby off of a cliff? Or are you gonna forever hold this baby's blood on your hands? I believe this is the moment he actually started seeing himself as a monster. Because how are you ever gonna forgive yourself for that? Man. I'm not ready for this. Like, I'm gonna cry. I can't.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the son of mine. You're as old as he was.
The way he's making gradients at him. I am gonna cry. I'm for real gonna cry for like my first time. I'm actually gonna have tears over this. I can't.
When I left for war, will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain.
It was the price he paid, to be honest, because he just, from this moment on, the only thing Odysseus had was pain. Like, everything went wrong and everything kept going wrong. Like, he is being hurt over and over again.
Close your eyes and spare yourself the view.
The fact that he's still mindful of, like, the child not seeing the violence. So, I'm I'm gonna cry. I can't.
How could I hurt you? I'm just a man who's trying to go home. Even after all the years away from what I've known, I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man. But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster?
Look at him just looking up at him all happy. Like he trusts him. Like any baby would, because they do not really differentiate between faces yet.
When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster? When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? Forgive me.
The mother having to watch her son be thrown. This is breaking me.
I'm just a man.
Fuck. I'm sorry for the cuss word, but I can't. Like in my eyes, I never understand how anybody could like hurt a kid. Like, imagine having to do that. I would go down the same route Odysseus did, like becoming a monster and like never being able to forgive myself for that. This one was rough. I am quickly just gonna look up Gigi's version as well, because why not cry more, you know? But of course there's gonna be an ad. The gods will make it known. I can't. Okay. I am sorry. I do really want to watch this part as well. So we quickly are gonna. I might cry again. Like I literally just had like at least 3 tears. Just my camera's not good enough quality that you could probably see it, but like.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the sun of mine. Your eyes are
Like you can hear the emotion in Odysseus' voice so well. Like this is why this was my favorite song before even knowing what Epic was. Like the emotion is done so well. And the intensity of the moment and everything.
old as he was when I left for war. Will these actions haunt my days?
They will.
Every man I've slain
Yep.
is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes.
Look at that baby.
And spare yourself the view. How could I hurt you? I'm just a man who's trying to go home, even after all the years away from what I've known. I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man.
The image once again of like the monster. Like that's how you have to keep picturing that kid. Like you have to picture what he's about to grow into in order to even do this. Otherwise you can't even fed him. You can't do that. Like you can't kill him.
But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze?
Ooh, the
when
tree.
Does a man become a monster?
The fact that we could already see the monster here. That's why I'm kind of hyped that I'm watching it like in reverse. You could already see the monster forming inside him in this moment. Like I said with the last clip. Like I pointed out, this was the moment that he started seeing himself as the monster. Like he started knowing that there was this monster inside him. What I feel like though is like if you were an actual monster, you would not even feel bad about this. You would just do it. Like there have been countless wars where kids have just gotten hurt for less. Know what I mean? Like those men would have less mercy and just throw the kid off. But he still felt for it. Like he was so heartbroken over it. That just, to me, this kind of shows his humanity in a way. But like I understand that to him this shows that this just proves that in his mind he's just a monster.
When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
The freaking poster of like the happy family together.
When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a man become a monster?
The way the baby's just looking. Just hanging above the fire, scared. I can't. I'm making ugly crying faces now.
I'm just a man.
And then only the hand drop motion. Because we do not see the actual child fall. Because of course you don't want to see an actual child be hurt. This is so intense. I'm gonna rewatch this and watch my own crying, like ugly crying faces, ugly sad faces, but I'm just gonna believe, like, I'm just gonna choose to believe in that story where, like, his dad's body is beneath him and he thinks he's gonna be caught. Because in that story it was also like, we do not hear the child cry in the underworld whenever he's being talked about, because he was finally being held by his father again. Like Hector was holding him in death. Let's go on to full speed ahead.
Men under my command, with only one goal in mind. Make it back alive to...
I imagine like everybody feels super victorious except for Odysseus because of what he had to do.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea.
It's a problem, not a distance.
And did they cause waiting?
All of the spoilers we just had. Like the Cyclops and everything. The fact they already had that down in the first saga, sheesh.
My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Captain,
I imagine how badly he just wanted to go home and just be in her arms again, you know, in Penelope's arms again. Like Chester, whenever he has like a rough day and comes home and stuff, like the first thing he just wants to do is like cuddle me. I imagine that was what he needed the most right now, and he's not getting that. He's not getting that at all for like another 20 years or so.
really just 600 men. 600 men with big mouths to feed. And we run out of supplies to eat.
I also really love that Eurylochus's instrument, like everybody has their instrument, but like Eurylochus's instrument was actually the crew's voices, like he was the voice of the crew.
600 men. 600 reasons to take what we can. So Captain, what's the plan? Captain, what's the plan? Watch where the birds fly. They will lead us to land. Yeah, we'll hunt for food, my second in command. Now full speed ahead. And away we go. We're off and away we go. We're off and away we go. Captain. Polities, look. They're in the
I feel like Polities was the only thing keeping him happy still and like sane.
distance. I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe they're people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food. Who knows? Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke. I say we strike first. We don't.
I didn't notice, but my boyfriend, wow, sorry. I didn't notice, but my boyfriend pointed this out. The fact that they saw fire, but there's no smoke, it was because of the glowing lotuses. Like, I didn't notice, I didn't get this one. But the fact that it was because of the lotus and their glow. Very cool.
Don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and. No. Polities gear up. You and I'll go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try to find a way no one ends up dead. We don't know what's ahead. Give me till sunrise. And if we don't return.
I saw an entire discussion online of like, oh no, it's Eurylochus' fault, it's Odysseus' fault. And like they were tracing all the steps back, and then we were like, but like, then it's kind of Politis' fault for like putting the mindset into Odysseus that was like, greet the world with open arms. But nobody wants to go there. Nobody wants to blame Politis, which is understandable.
Then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now
Full
full
speed
speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and away full we speed go. Full speed ahead.
Boom, and they're off. Going to the island. Because that was such a great idea. I am excited to see the Lotus Eaters, because I have not seen them yet. Oh, but jeez. Why am I like this? It's such a different song from like Just a Man. Kind of happy with that, because now I can breathe again. Finally. Shall we just move on to Open Arms as well? You know? I miss Politis in the other sagas. Now every time there's a Sunshine character, I'm just scared they'll die immediately. Like, I am so afraid of that. The moment stuff turns serious, like, the Sunshine character always dies in the movies as well. Can't handle that.
You can relax, my friend. Huh? I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend. And find polities. Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into.
I feel like Polities was keeping him sane, you know? Like Polities was just keeping him happy, keeping him mentally healthy, keeping him sane. Also, can we just appreciate that for once, my camera is actually picking up the blue light very, very well and not turning me yellow for no reason. I don't know what I did to deserve this, but like I feel like I'm slaying today.
I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take what we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment.
The symbolic throwing away of the sword I love.
Give it a try, it's not that hard.
I'm telling you, this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms.
Whatever we face, we'll be fine.
I have to say, now that I think about it, I think Open Arms is also one of the songs that I listen to the least. Why? Because it's sunshine character and happy, and for some reason I hate myself and do not, no I'm kidding, I do not hate myself. But I always love the dramatic and like emotional and hard songs more, of like, or like the angry songs. I don't know why, because in general I'm a rather positive person, but I just vibe more with those songs. Probably because I grew up on heavy metal and stuff. Whatever. It's a great song though. I always love listening to it with my boyfriend and then just like singing it. I just never listen to it by myself.
We're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start.
Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Stay back.
Stay back. I love the voice of the Lotus Eaters.
My friend, greet the world with open arms.
We're only here for food. Food.
600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces.
The fact there's actual lotuses growing out of their heads. I always interpreted the Lotus Eaters as humans, being like influenced by the lotuses. I didn't know they were like little beings, but like being corrupted by a lotus, I guess, like being a hive mind of Lotus Eaters.
Stay back, I'm warning you.
Ooh. Nom 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 nom. I love that.
My men will turn this place into blazes.
I love how they just offer it. Like they're like, here, it's okay. You can have a lotus.
See?
Because they're probably like, oh yeah, you can join us in the hive mind. No, I'm kidding.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms.
Oh, the little Lotus Eater that actually befriended Odie.
Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to
Politis is just having his own little party in the back there.
start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with
It's about to eat it.
arms. My friend, I wish that I could say that
I love how the Lotus Eaters just do not want to let Politis go. They're like, no, it's our friend. Don't take him from us. We were dancing.
could be. But look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds.
He looks so mind blown.
How to notice just what kind of fruit they eat.
It's a lotus.
It controls your mind and never
Look at them all dancing and stuff. You know, maybe it would have been a better ending if Odysseus and the crew just all ate the lotuses and then just like, you know, became happy forever and vibey. You know, they maybe not be themselves anymore, but you know, they could just be like them. Look at these. They would not have any of the older trauma and stuff.
lets you free.
Of course, I understand Odysseus wants to go back to his wife and that this is not the life to live, but still.
That's what we
I need someone to make like an an alternative universe where they actually ate the lotuses and then just stayed with the Lotus Eaters. Like them being high all the time. High and happy.
get with open arms. Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is
The the one lotus eater that like understood Odysseus. And look at how sad he is. Like that's what you get with open arms. Like he immediately just gave up. Like he's like, this whole journey is against me. The blood I spilled on my hands, like it's gonna haunt me forever. Nothing ever good happens to us. Like he's so immediately down, which I get because there's probably a lot of emotion still going on with him. But like the one little lotus eater that understands him and tries to comfort him is very adorable.
Could you tell me where there's other food to eat? A cave! You're saying there's a cave?
Look at the little guy! I am not gonna get over these. I need lotus eater plushies. Can someone make lotus eater plushies? Take my money.
Where we could feast, and where do we sail to find this food-filled cave? Thank you.
Oh, look at him! He's such a happy bean!
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. So why not replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms.
You can relax, my friend.
With the little lotus eater on his shoulder. I love him. Anyways. I'm also very excited for like the next one, but like seeing polities like this, it just warms my heart. I am so happy I watched these backwards because now this is the last image of polities I have in my head. Which makes me very happy. Also I'm very excited for the next song because Chester loves this song and he always, apparently he told me, whenever he's picturing Athena, he's picturing me. Which is very adorable. But like in this song specifically, he pictures me doing one of my random little dances. It's a stupid dance, just basically like this. I don't know. But he's just picturing me doing that all the time. I'm also very excited to actually learn about like the history between Athena and Odysseus. Hopefully I'll get to see how they become friends. Because I have not really... I believe it was with the boar and stuff, but I have also not looked into that. I have realized I have a lot of catching up to do on Greek mythology. You know what? Maybe at some point I'll actually start like a podcast reading Greek mythology just to catch myself up on everything. If you'd like to see that, please let me know. I would be very excited to do that. Anyways, let's move on to Warrior of the Mind. Go Athena! I'm so hyped to see her. Polities! Ooh, the apple.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Athena!
Have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is not you.
I love that she's like... Also, now it makes sense in my head why she started with that line. I mean, I can also explain it to my boyfriend. We both didn't understand why they started with like, have you forgotten the lessons I taught you and stuff. I also love that she first is him, like coming out of himself. Like he is his wisdom, she is his mind, you know?
I see you changing from how I've designed you. Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you. Goddess of wisdom, master of war.
Oh?
My life has one mission. Create the greatest warrior. I had a challenge, a test of skill, a magic bar only the best could kill.
That is one cool looking boar though. I also loved how he was basically like in the memory pit and then just got thrown into the memories. Like she's reminding him and pushing him through it. I actually, at the beginning, I thought that this was the first time they met. And that's why I didn't get the start of it. But now I get that she's basically just reminding him. Like, this makes more sense.
One day a boy came for the thrill.
Oh, little Odie and little Eurylochus and little Politis. I love that.
Whose mind rivaled the boar's own will.
Let's go!
Maybe one day he'll follow me and we'll make
I love that she's watching over him like a mom. Like, people pointed out that Athena was very motherly over Odysseus, also in like the Odyssey and everything, and I just love that. I adore that. That's great. Oh! Poor Polites is always the one that's first being attacked. Like, here he was almost first attacked by the boar, and then the other time with I can't say his name, like the Cyclops, he was also the first one being like struck down.
Show yourself.
I know you're watching me. Show yourself.
I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying.
She looked so confused. She was like, "Okay, you see through my spell? Hmm?
You fell for my bluff.
Ha 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 ha."
Well done.
To be honest, Odysseus is kind of a slave.
To me, what's your name?
Look at him,
You first.
being all sassy and stuff.
Maybe I'll do the same.
Nice try, but two can play this game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena.
Ooh, her eyes. She's so beautiful.
Arena, unmatched witty and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
If you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent.
Sounds like a plan. Goddess and man, best is a
We'll
friend.
see where it ends.
Okay.
I love how she was looking up like, if you need the mentor, you know, I can get close. I heard someone also say that Athena actually had a best friend that she accidentally killed during a sparring session. And that's why she was so hesitant to immediately call Odysseus a friend. I don't know what or who, or if that was just someone's AU, you know. But yeah, I love the way she's like reacting of like, yeah, let's see how this ends. Like secretly kind of into it. You can see that she's kind of hopeful for him and her to maybe actually become friends. And then you hear him Warrior of the Mind. Warrior of the Mind. The Wisdom Saga. I keep messing those names up. Anyways, you see her actually calling him her friend and stuff. Like she secretly she was into it.
Maybe one day they'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know we'll change the world, 'cause we are the warriors of the mind. Maybe one day we'll reach them and we can build their skills as we teach
Smart.
them. If there's a problem,
The dog! The dog! I love him!
we'll have the answer. We are the warriors of
The fact that dog waited until Odysseus was back to then die in his owner's arms, like he recognized him immediately. That's a spoiler, by the way, for like the ending, but I adore that dog. That dog is so great.
mine. I still intend to make sure
You don't fall behind.
Don't forget that you're a warrior of a very special
Ooh, the branding.
kind. You are a
It's friendship bracelets! He's making him wear a friendship bracelet. I know it's not that, but I just like the idea.
warrior of the mind. Don't disappoint me.
Are you truly fine, Odysseus? Let's just go. So like here, she was already warning him and she was already getting kind of mad at him about being nice to the Lotus Eaters and everything. She was already getting agitated. I didn't picture it like that. I thought they like had just met and he had just messed it up because I never got any context to that. But no, this makes so much more sense now. Everything is cleared up in my head. He was already on his last straw then, I guess. Well, not his last straw, but like he really messed up with the Cyclops then. In her eyes, that is. Yeah. This was a really sad saga again. So happy I'm doing 2 of them in a row. Very hyped. Very happy. I won't be uploading these in a row, by the way. I'm scheduling them and stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for watching these with me. I hope you didn't cry like I did. I hope you got to enjoy this, and I'm sorry if I made you sad. Please, if you made it this far, like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this, if you're gonna be interested in a Greek mythology podcast, please let me know. I would be happy to cover it. Follow me on Twitch so you can actually be there when I react to the next saga, which I'm so excited about because it's gonna be coming out in October, and I just can't wait, man. I'm gonna first do my first reactions to the music so I can actually put all of my time in that and like figure out the music itself, and then I'll do another live stream where I'm gonna be responding to all the animations. So please be there. It will be a heck of fun. And I will see you in the next video. Oh, I make podcasts, by the way, and I make gameplay videos and everything. Follow me if you're interested. Anyways, on to the next video. Bye!